In this lecture, we're going to explore another type of variable called a constant. Variables are flexible. We have the option of overriding the value of a variable after it's been declared. Let me give an example. First, I'm going to comment the code we've written thus far. It's starting to get cluttered. Now that our PHP file has been commented, let's define a new variable called full name. The value for this variable will be John Smith. After defining a variable, it can be updated to a different value. For example, let's update the variable to 100. After updating the variable, call the variable dump function with the full name variable. The value of the variable has been updated correctly. PHP makes it extremely easy to update variables. On the other hand, this behavior can be problematic. Variables can be accessed through multiple PHP files. At the moment, we're working on a singular PHP file. For larger projects, it's common practice to split your codebase into multiple files. That can lead to issues. Variables can be used across multiple files. What if you accidentally update a variable? An accidental update can lead to errors in other files. In some cases, you may want your variables to contain the same value throughout the lifetime of a program. PHP has a feature for creating a variable that can't have its value changed, called a constant. If we were to attempt to update a constant after it's been created, an error would get thrown. Constants are treated as read-only. Let's try creating a constant. Below the full name variable, add a keyword called const. Using the const keyword instructs PHP to create a constant. After the const keyword, we must provide a name for our variable. Unlike before, we do not need to start the variable name with the $ character. The other rules for creating a variable still apply. We can use alphanumeric and underscore characters. Special characters are not allowed. Lastly, we can't use reserved keywords. For example, we can't set the name to const. By typing this keyword, we're given an error. PHP assumes that we're trying to create a constant while attempting to create a constant. This code leaves the language confused. Let's set the name to full name. The name of the variable uses all uppercase letters. This step is completely optional. We could have used camel casing, Pascal casing, or snake casing. However, constants behave differently than regular variables. For this reason, developers like to use all uppercase letters for constants. It helps other developers identify the variable as a constant. More often than not, this naming convention is widely adopted by the community. This includes the PHP language. In the resource section of this lecture, I provide a link to PHP's official list of predefined constants. You should avoid using the same names listed on this page. Otherwise, you may get an error stating that you're attempting to update an existing constant. Luckily, most of PHP's constants start with the word PHP. As long as you avoid starting your constant name with this word, you're good to go. Let's head back to our editors. We're going to be using all uppercase letters for our constant names. Once again, not required, but recommended. Let's set the value of this constant to John Smith. Next, we can output the variable by updating the variable dump function to use the constant. To read a value from a constant, we can type its name as is. We do not need to include the $ character. The value of the constant has been outputted. As stated before, we cannot change the value after it's been declared. For example, I'm going to try updating the full name constant to a different name. An error gets outputted from the program. According to PHP, the full name constant has already been created. We're not allowed to update its value. This is the benefit of using a constant. We're restricted to the same value for the rest of the program. If we attempt to update it, our program will stop working. PHP will always notify us when a constant is already defined. We'll be using constants to help us secure our script. Once we start working on a real project, you'll find out why they can be incredibly useful. In the next lecture, let's keep exploring more PHP features.